Hi guys, my name is Mrs. Johnson and my job is to teach people that live in Kane County, like yourselves, how to eat healthy and live healthy lives. Eating healthy is a very important habit to learn. Eating healthy helps your body to grow and be strong, to help you to not get sick and not get some diseases. Today we're going to be talking about a special tool that helps you to eat healthy. Have you ever thought that there are tools that make your body healthy? When I say tools, you might be thinking of maybe a hammer, or a saw, or a screwdriver. Maybe you've seen tools like this around your house. Now, hammers are very useful tools, not for eating healthy, but for doing jobs around your house. Maybe nailing nails in the wall, or maybe pulling nails out of boards. Hammers are very useful and they can be used in lots of important ways. Now today, we're not going to talk about hammers. Hammers don't help us eat healthy, but there is a tool. Maybe you've seen this tool before. This tool helps us to eat very healthy. It helps us to think about the foods that we put on our plate, to put in our stomachs, to make our bodies grow and develop properly. Now on this plate, we have 5 different pictures. As you can see, we have blue, brown, red, green, and purple. Each of these colors also have a word on them. Now you can't see the words right now. You're going to help me guess what these words are. Maybe you've talked about this plate before. Do you know what this plate is called? This plate is called My Plate. My Plate is a healthy tools for our bodies. Let's talk about our first food group today. In these bags, I have clues for you guys to help me guess what food group I'm talking about. Bag number 1, let's see what's inside. Ooh, our first clue. This is one of my favorite foods. Cheese. What other things like cheese? Maybe you're thinking of a mouse or other animals that like cheese just like little kids and grown-ups like me. Cheese is one clue for this food group. The next food group is, you guessed it, milk. Maybe you drank milk today with your lunch or with your breakfast. Milk is very healthy. Another food, yogurt. There's lots of different flavors of yogurt. Maybe you can think what your favorite flavor of yogurt would be. I think mine would be strawberry. Maybe you can think what your favorite flavor is. Now, any guesses what this food group will be? I will give you one clue. It's the blue group, and it starts with the letter D. If you guessed dairy, you're right. The dairy food group on My Plate is blue. And the dairy food group has milk, cottage cheese, yogurt, even ice cream. But we have to be careful with this one because there's a lot of sugar in ice cream. But it is good to eat once in a while. All right, food group number 1, you guessed it. Let's move on to number 2. Ooh, our first clue. An eyeball. Why would an eyeball be a clue for a food group? Let's see clue number 2. Ooh, a carrot. Maybe some of you like carrots. This is one of my family's favorite vegetables. Another food that belongs in this group, bell peppers. Bell peppers are another great food that belongs in this group. Any guesses what food group I'm thinking of? It starts with the letter V, vegetables. Vegetable group has carrots and peppers and asparagus and cucumbers. There are so many different kinds of vegetables that are good for your bodies. Now, why do you think an eyeball was in my bag? Did you know that vegetables have lots of vitamins? Vitamins that make our body and our eyes strong and healthy. Now that's an important food group we should be eating. Group number 3. Ooh, I bet you know what this is. This is a hot dog bun. What food group would a hot dog bun go in? Two more foods before we make our guess. Rice. Now this is brown rice. It also belongs in this group. And we have popcorn. Did you know that popcorn is a healthy snack? Now, you might be thinking popcorn has lots of butter and salt on it, sometimes sugar and sweet foods also. But popcorn is very healthy without all these added treats and sweets. So popcorn belongs in our healthy group. Any guesses this group? It starts with the letter G. Grains. Grains is our next group. Grains is our brown color right here. Grains. And I forgot our last group, vegetables, is green. So we have three groups so far. Dairy, grain, and vegetables. Three healthy food groups. Two more to go. Let's see if you can guess group number 4. Ooh, I bet you can guess this one. This one's easy. We have a banana. We have grapes. And we have a grapefruit. Have you tasted a grapefruit before? They're kind of sour, but I really like grapefruit. Maybe you like grapefruit too. Any guesses what group these foods would be in? If you guessed fruit, you are right. And fruit is the pink, reddish group on our My Plate. Fruits right here. Do you notice that half of this plate has fruits and vegetables on it? Does your plate at home look like this? I hope so, because fruits and vegetables have lots of important vitamins. Vitamins for our eyeballs and vitamins for the rest of our body to make it grow strong and healthy. One more group left. This group is what color? Purple. Yes, let's see our clues. Clue number 1 is a chicken. Maybe you like to eat chicken at your house. Maybe you like chicken nuggets. Maybe you like chicken wings. This is a chicken breast, and this is one of my favorite foods. Our next food in this group is an egg. Maybe you like eggs for breakfast or sometimes dinner. Eggs are so healthy for your body. Ooh, I have 2 more clues. One of them is sunflower seeds, and the other is almonds. Nuts and seeds, meat and eggs, what group does this make you think of? If you thought of protein, you're right. The protein group helps your muscles to be strong and healthy. Strong muscles are very important for your bodies. It also helps the rest of your body to grow and be strong and healthy, which is so important. Protein is the purple color on My Plate. Now you have learned all of our food groups. We have blue is dairy, D for dairy. Brown is grain, red is fruit, and purple is protein, and V, vegetables, is green. Now remember, we should try to make half of our plate fruits and vegetables. This is so important for our body to get lots of vitamins, to be strong and very healthy. Now that we've talked about My Plate, this was the first thing we would talk about today, and we'll be talking about My Plate all year long. We'll talk about it in January and in March and even right before summertime. So My Plate, keep in mind My Plate, we'll be talking more about this. Now, let's talk for a minute about cars. What do you think about cars? This is a red race car. Maybe you have cars that you play with at your house, and I bet your family has a car that you drive to and from school and the grocery store in. Now think for a second that you're with your family, maybe in this red race car, and you're driving to maybe the sand dunes. Now you're on the way to the sand dunes and you get a flat tire. Yikes. Flat tires are not good, and now you can't get to your destination. Well, maybe you could take some gas from the gas tank and put that in your tire. Would that work? No, you know better than that. Gas helps the car to go, and air helps your tires to be full so they can drive and take you to where you're going. Now, cars are kind of like our bodies. Cars need special, specific things like oil and gas and air in the tires, and these jobs cannot do the other job's job. And our bodies need all of these foods to make our body healthy and strong. If you were to only drink milk for the rest of your life, do you think you would get all the vitamins from fruits and vegetables and grains? Of course not. Your body needs all of the minerals and nutrients that come from all these food groups so that you can be strong and healthy. Vitamins help your eyes to be strong, your teeth to be strong, even your ears and your hair even. Vitamins are so important, which is why half of your plate should be what? Fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are so important, but also dairy, grains, and protein also make very important things for our body so that we can grow, be healthy, strong, and not get sick. So important. Next, we're going to be reading a book. This book will help us learn more about MyPlate. We're going to go on an adventure with a little boy named Jack. He's going to climb a beanstalk, meet a giant, and talk about MyPlate. Let's read this story. Jack and the Hungry Giant. See Jack running away from the giant, a big fork. I wonder what will happen. Late one afternoon, Jack got into big trouble. Why did you trade our lovely cow for these silly beans? He had to go to bed early. Have you ever been in trouble before? Oh, that's no fun. When Jack woke up the next morning, he heard a strange rustling noise. It was coming from a huge beanstalk that was growing up into the sky. Jack started climbing higher and higher. We can see Jack's little feet. He's crawling up the beanstalk. I wonder what he will see. Jack came to a big house. Actually, it was a giant house. When nobody answered the door, Jack squeezed underneath it. That was a bad idea. Why was that a bad idea? See this big cat? Yikes. Jack tried hard to hide. See him behind the broom? Then he dove into a boot. P.U. That was also a bad idea. Jack squinched as far down as he could. Then he heard the front door open. Creak! A giant picked up the boot, stared at Jack and said, "I'm hungry." What would you think if a giant picked you up and said he was hungry? I bet Jack was a little worried. The giant had a huge knife. With a daring leap, Jack tried to escape. The giant grabbed him and said, "Be careful, my tiny friend. Are you hungry too? Let's have a healthy meal. I'm Waldrith. What's your name?" Jack. Maybe this giant is nice after all. Tell me, Jack, what are your favorite vegetables? Squash, peas, turnips? I like corn, but I can't eat this much. Look how big that corn on the cob is. It's bigger than Jack. Could you eat that much corn? Look at all these delicious vegetables. This is a group we talked about on MyPlate. Remember, with all of the vitamins that make our eyes very healthy? I spy a squash, broccoli, peas. I bet you can't guess what my favorite vegetable is. Cucumbers. Maybe you like cucumbers too. Look and see if you can see a vegetable you like to eat. Maybe you like bell peppers, eggplant, maybe carrots or tomatoes. Lots of colorful choices in vegetables. Thanks for fixing the fruit salad, Jack. Here's our next group. Do you see a fruit you like to eat? I think I found Jack's favorite fruit. What is he holding? Blueberries. I love blueberries. My favorite fruit is a peach. Do you like watermelon, plums, cherries? Maybe you like raisins or 100% fruit juice. These are all tasty, tasty options. We have many grains to choose from. Look at all those grains. I love this pasta tower. Have you ever thought of making a tower out of pasta? Maybe you could make a pasta tower as big as you, just like Jack. Jack says, "No, bad kitty." Do you see where the kitty is? Trying to knock over the tower. What is your favorite grain food? Maybe you like waffles, popcorn, pretzels, or cereal. I love popcorn. That is my favorite grain. Let's choose our protein foods, such as nuts, seeds, beans, seafood, meat, or poultry. Lots of choices here too. Looks like Jack has chosen a big drumstick. Jack says poultry means the birds people eat, like chicken and turkey. Do you like poultry? Eggs also belong in the protein group. I bet the kitty's favorite, sardines. Kitties love fish. We'll have some dairy foods too, like cottage cheese, cheddar cheese, Swiss cheese. Oops, Jack is stuck in the Swiss cheese. Looks like the kitty chose a cup of yogurt. That's silly. Waldrop chopped and poured and stirred. He's making a big feast. See Jack? He's sitting on Waldrop's shoulder. He's got the best seat in the house. His wife, Zofia, came home just in time to eat. Hello there. Hello, darling, grab a plate. Hi. Ooh, the kitty's extra happy. I wonder what they'll choose for their food plates. Jack says, so it's healthy to fill half your plate with fruits and vegetables? Hey, we just learned that. Half of our plate should be filled with fruits and vegetables. Oranges, grapes, pineapple. What food group is this? Ah, the fruit group. We also see vegetables with cucumbers, spinach leaves, squash, and grains, and protein. What food group are they missing? Let's see. Help yourself to a serving of dairy. Did you guess dairy? That's the food group that was missing from my plate. That sounds good to me, Zofia. Oh, look, the kitty's so proud of them for making a healthy plate. Let's get some exercise later. We could toss boulders. We could play swamp tag. I know an excellent exercise, climbing. Bye guys, and thanks for the great grub. See you soon. Did you hear Jack talk about exercise? Exercise is another great way that we can get our bodies healthy and strong. Let's have a healthy snack and then we'll practice exercising, just like Jack. Today we're going to be making a MyPlate approved snack. We'll have all 5 food groups in this snack. That means we'll have fruits, vegetables, protein, grains, and dairy in one snack. Today we're going to be making something similar to Lunchables if you've had those before. We'll use cheese for our dairy, we'll use spinach or cucumbers for our vegetable, we'll have grapes on the side for our fruit, and we'll have crackers for our grain, and we'll have meat for our protein. So let's get started. I have 2 different kinds of crackers to choose from. Really, you could use any crackers you have at your house. These crackers are 100% whole grain crackers. That means they have more vitamins than grains without. So today we're going to be using these weavable baked crackers. These are one of my favorite crackers. When you buy these at the store, you can get these flavored with different flavors. These ones are black pepper, which are my favorite flavor. So we're gonna need 2 of these crackers. We're gonna get a piece of cheese and break it into 4 pieces. Easy enough. So you can make lots of these with few ingredients. Next, for our vegetable, you can choose either cucumbers or spinach, or again, anything at your house. Tomatoes are also a really good choice, or lettuce, anything will work. Let's do cucumbers today. I took a knife, which you might need your parents' help for, a butter knife will even work, and cut them very thinly. You don't want a huge thick cucumber, but a nice thin cucumber adds some really good freshness and taste. Next we'll add our protein. I have some turkey and I have some ham. These are great ways to get protein in your snacks or lunches, and they're really, really inexpensive. They do not cost very much money. Let's get a piece of turkey today. All I need is 1 slice of meat, and I even can rip this in half to make more. All right, rip that in half, set that right on top, easy enough. And then I'm going to grab a small handful of grapes for the side, so I have a nice, fresh, sweet bite afterwards. And that's all it is. A small little sandwich with all of my plate foods approved in there. We've got crackers and cheese, a cucumber, turkey, and some grapes on the side. Let's taste and see how it is. So delicious. The cucumber makes it taste nice and fresh, and the cheese makes it so creamy and delicious. You have to try this at your house. Exercise is another great way that we can make our bodies strong. Today we're going to be playing a fun game outside with the PE teacher. This game is called I Spy, My Plate Style. How you'll play this game is first, you'll go outside, sit in a big circle, and the person who is the leader will stand in the middle. They'll look around the outside and find something they spy. Let's pretend it's a tree. I would say, I spy with my little eye something green. Then we go around the circle and everybody gets to make a guess until someone guesses what she spies. After that, we'll continue around the circle saying foods that are that color. Since I spied a tree, we'll continue saying things that are green, like a cucumber, lettuce, spinach, broccoli. As soon as you run out of ideas that are foods that are green, everyone will hop up and run around the track, and then come back to your spot, and we get to choose another person to be the spier. This is a fun game, and remember to think about colorful foods. They're filled with vitamins to make our bodies healthy and strong. Great job today, and I look forward to teaching you next month. Goodbye.